My mother loves to tell stories on some Sunday afternoons. Impromptu, out of the blues. Stories about her childhood, about going to the farm in the morning before going to school and going straight to the farm after school. Stories about relatives who said one thing to your face and another behind your back. About doing whatever it takes to get what you want. She sits on the floor in the parlor sometimes or in the doorway leading to the back of the house and paints vivid pictures about different people, places and points in her life. And in some of those stories, I found that, see, life is short and can be difficult, but it can also immerse you over and again in oceans of joy so bright, your heart might burst. And along with those baptisms of brightly colored joy, if or when you find a love that is true and wants you, wants to be with you, wants to do life with you, you are one lucky human indeed. Every now and then, one or two neighbors come to say hello to her, and somewhere in their conversations, she slips in stories that we have never heard before. It was during one such neighborly visit that I got to know that my twin brother and I had to be put in the incubator for 3 weeks after we were born. Now, I don't know if it was because we were born at home or because we were born premature, but when I asked her if we had had a naming ceremony, she laughed. Naming ceremony waiting. Una no fit even chop sef it's a naming ceremony. You see, when a person tells stories about themselves or other people or things, they reveal more than the story, you know? If you listen carefully, you will hear what is not being said. You will see behavioral patterns. You will pick up life lessons or even learn a secret. So when my mother told the story of what happened while we were in the incubator, I heard the pain of regret. Not from her, and not from my father. You see, there had been a friend of my father's there with them at the hospital. He had come in and met my father arguing with the nurses. They had refused for us to be fed or given water because they thought if they did, we would die. So no milk, no water, nothing. And this friend of my father's, his wife had given birth to triplets a few years before, who had to be put in the incubator as well. The nurses had also refused for them to be fed, and 2 of the 3 had died. See, there is pain in this world. The pain of injustice, of unrequited love, of evil. But I think that none of these sting as sharply as the pain of regret. Regret. It's like bad blood that you cannot get out. It leaves a distinct taste in the back of your mouth. You are lying down waiting for sleep to get to you. And your mind goes to the things that you did not say. The things you did not do, the opportunities you did not jump at when they were thrown at you. And the pain of regret, it stings even deeper, you see. It stings even deeper when you realize you may never get the chance to do those things again. You're lying on your bed and you're wondering, what if? What if I had said no? Or yes? What if I had gone? What if? But every now and then, someone comes along just as you're about to do something you do not yet know you're going to regret. And they shout at you or push you because they have been there before. Like my father's friend. He came in, saw what was happening, and this is how my mother puts it. He yelled, Chime, carry your children. Oh yeah, you want them to die? They shoved the nurses and the objections aside, lifted us up out of the incubator and hurried out of the hospital. And the rest, as they say, is history. My mother loves to tell stories on some Sunday afternoons. Impromptu, out of the blues, real stories. And when she tells them, I hear the things she doesn't say, like, don't let love go, and do what you can, do all you can, so you don't ever have to feel the pain of regret.